Yo, it's Mac from the Everyday Nobody's podcast. I know you see the title, so let's get straight to it. Angela Yee gonna get somebody killed. On her most recent episode of Lip Service, she had the Bagfield cast on, meaning Esso and Heineken. Towards the end of the podcast, Math Hoffa walks in and things almost went left. But how did we get here? See, Math Hoffa is a battle rapper slash podcaster, more well known for his barbershop-inspired podcast called My Expert Opinion. Esso and Heineken were both recurring guests on the show, and it was on an unprecedented rise. Esso, who has many ties to the industry, was asked by Math to help with the business. Esso will basically use his ties to the industry to get some of the biggest guests on My Expert Opinion. The issue started when Esso and Heineken decided to take their talents and start their own podcast, which is now known as Bagfuel. See, Math, he wanted them to start their own podcast, but he wanted it to be under the My Expert Opinion umbrella. That way all the traffic will flow through the same place. But Esso wanted to have his own podcast so that way he can maintain the intellectual property. Math also wanted a non-compete clause, meaning basically if they were going to have a show under My Expert Opinion, he didn't want it to be the same as the show that he currently has, and he didn't want people poaching. He also had a problem with the idea of them working for My Expert Opinion, giving a lackluster performance, and then going on their podcast and giving the full effort. Now, the guest poaching thing was a little interesting because, to my understanding, Esso brought all of the big guests. And if you see now, they don't get as many good guests as they used to. Now, as far as the lackluster performance, I completely understand that because we've seen that before. We've seen it at No Jumper where you allow your co-hosts to start their own show. And then once they get it rocking and rolling, they start making money. Now they don't come to work with no vigor. They don't come with no effort, no intensity. So it just falls to the wayside and they end up parting ways. So when Esso and Heineken left My Expert Opinion, there was alleged that there was some blocking going on both sides. Math accused Esso and Heineken of blocking Jim Jones along with other guests from coming on My Expert Opinion.
When is the last time you guys have seen each other?
Say Less.
Say Less.
With Jim Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
We good, Jim.
But Jim Jones is cool with y'all.
Right.
And cool with Math. Is that hard for people right now? Because at a certain point in time, people might have felt like they had to pick a side.
People still pick a side. They still pick sides.
Y'all be encouraging people to pick a side.
Really?
You do.
No, we don't. Bath. That's 110% cap. You know,
Why Jim ain't never been on the show?
You know, of all people.
Why Jim ain't never been on the show?
You know, of all people sitting here, you know, I don't give a fuck about nobody and
Why
being on
Jim
no
ain't
show.
never been on the show?
You know, I already know who
I
I
am.
am.
I already know the
what?
answer.
He don't. What's the answer?
Pick the
What's
side?
the answer?
You don't want to hear the answer.
What's the answer?
What is the answer?
What's the answer? Tell me.
What is the answer?
Tell me what the answer is. Ain't nobody blocking nobody but you, my
We just
nigga.
had this
block
conversation.
nobody.
And Esso and Heineken accused Math of blocking them from Quarter Lab, which is basically a business that helps you maintain your copyright. If people are out here stealing your material, they'll come get them for you.
Quarter Lab told me you blocked us. Quarter Lab told me you blocked us, nigga.
That's
It's
my
ironic
niggas.
we told the story
That's
about
my
you,
niggas.
and you popped up.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's
niggas.
we told the story about you, and you popped up.
What's our
And to put the icing on the cake, Math was alleged to have been offered a $2.7 million check from Revolt, in which he planned to cut everybody out of, and Esso and Heineken wasn't feeling that. Math didn't end up accepting the deal, but he also had a problem with how the deal was curated anyway. He accused Esso of basically putting him with a shady person who didn't even work for Revolt and basically trying to skim some money off the top. Both parties just ended up screaming at each other and calling each other liars or saying cap like a million times over and over and over again. But yeah, luckily it didn't turn into something physical. But if we're going to be honest, this has to stop, especially when you're dealing with somebody like Math Hoffa, because he's known for putting hands on people. If you have a platform that hosts guests, you need to make sure that you do your due diligence and find out who gets along and who doesn't get along and make sure that they never cross paths. You need to know who's coming to your building and what type of energy they're going to put out, because this is an age-old thing where, you know, scheduling mix-ups or there's a lack of security and things happen. Things get real serious real fast. Like we seen it on the lighter end where Tariq Nasheed, he pulls up on Tony Sotomayor while he's interviewing at Vlad and they just have a shouting match, and that's light. But then we've also seen like where Snoopy Badass, he was about to stab Brick Baby at No Jumper because, once again, it's a scheduling issue. If they have confrontation, they just shouldn't be around each other. You should go out of your way to make sure that never happens.
I was like, when you run up on me, I'm going to stab you in the neck. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, because it's always a time to play fair and it's a time to play dirty. And I just feel like people was already playing dirty based on being there with somebody there with a problem with me that I don't even know.
And then just as a recent, we've seen the worst possible thing where Loose Cannon, you know, he's pistol whipping and stripping some guy outside of No Jumper Studios. So we've seen it go here and we've seen it down here, but we don't need that happen. Let's try to leave that in 2024 because that could have ended up really bad. And I know Angela Yee ain't trying to get sued. Now, Angela Yee, she claims that she didn't know that there was going to be a problem. I absolutely believe she's lying. I think she knew what she was doing was messy, but she thought, it'd be good for ratings. I do not believe she didn't know. Matter of fact, the first thing that she says when Math walks in her room proves that she knew that there could be at least a little bit of tension.
Birthday.
Oh, wow.
That's a 13 bottle.
How you doing? Girls love it on 1940. Okay, first of all, I like this. Now, this is a great present. Not just the bottle.
You got 30 of these.
But the handshake. I like this. So, hold on.
Oh, wait, my piece of love. What are you talking about?
So, Math Hoffa.
What happened?
Bag fuel.
Which, you about to go viral now.
Oh, we have an extra mic. Don't play with us.
Here's the empty seat.
Let's get this mic. Oh, look, the mic is right
The
there.
mic is right
This
there.
about to do a million
It's for the
views.
next episode.
Oh, shit.
For her to say that them shaking hands was a present for her lets you know that she knew that there was something that was not good around them. And she's just taking it as a joke. She's singing Reunited and It Feels So Good. This could have been a serious situation. Then she claims that she didn't know Math had a problem because Math texted her and said, oh, I missed him. But my problem is, okay, you got the confirmation from Math, but you never talked to Heineken and Esso, who's sitting right in front of you. Like, you could have definitely double confirmed that this was going to be a safe space.
I want this to be a peaceful conversation.
No, it is.
No,
You shouldn't have invited
I'm
him.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be
If you
honest.
wanted to be peaceful, you did the
Well,
wrong thing.
well,
You did the wrong fucking thing.
That's not how it
That's
went
all I'm
down.
saying. I'm cool.
Let Heineken talk. Let's hear it. I want to hear what he has
I'm
to say.
cool. Y'all
Ladies and
niggas
gentlemen,
bringing shit.
the terrorist
Y'all
is back.
popping shit up on me and telling me to be fucking cool.
Yo,
Y'all chill, nigga.
chill, son.
Y'all chill, nigga.
Chill, son.
Don't
Come
tell me
on,
because
son.
I'm not listening to this cat,
Come on.
nigga.
It ain't cat.
This is 110% cat.
It ain't
nigga.
cat.
I am convinced that Yee knew exactly what she was doing, but she was fine with being messy if it meant that she was going to get some good numbers. But what do I know? I'm just an everyday nobody. Do you think Yee did this on purpose? Tell me what you think in the comments, like and subscribe. I'm out.